All the experts say things are going to get harder before they get better. And with the direction our country is heading right now, I think it's a wonderful idea to start supplementing your diet or your pantry by starting a garden. Start planting some of your own food. Think about it. Everything is going to get expensive, including basics like onions, peppers, and tomatoes. We can grow that. We can grow that ourselves, honestly. So let's go to the garden center.
Well, I mean, you'll start noticing, particularly regionally, prices are going to go up. I mean, the de minimis rule ended on Friday, so it's talking about that basically any goods that are coming from China under $800 is effectively is taxed out of existence. So that's going to be clothing, that's going to be basically back to school stuff. People won't really see it until into July and August, but that supply chain has ended. But
so what if I was, hypothetically, I'm not, but let's say I was ordering from Temu $100 worth of stuff. Is that still feasible now for people, or Shein, stuff like that?
Well, I don't know, but Shein's going to be very expensive now, because again, anything under 800 is now subject to the high tariffs, but depending upon the type of items ordered. But if it's clothing, it's going to be at least 100%.
Wow.
Electronics has exemptions, but they're at least 50%. Plus now, per item is hit with $100.
That's crazy.
So basically, it's ended it. That's why Temu has effectively ended all shipments from China to the United States. So basically 70% of their catalog effectively won't be sent. So if you go on their site, they'll say unavailable. And so something's going to be fulfilled locally, but that's only about 30%, and those costs are going to be higher to offset the losses. Right. So, and then talk about daily goods, and that's going to be batteries, bulbs, light bulbs, all those things are going to already starting to go up. We're going to start seeing it already. It already started on the lower end stores, but Target, Walmart and stuff, by about mid-May to end of May, you're going to start seeing higher prices, emptier shelves. But food-wise, yeah, you're going to see avocado prices are creeping up. Any fresh vegetables that we get from the South America, from abroad, that's all going to go up. Because you got to remember, climatically, we enjoy fresh vegetables year-round because we get them from other countries.
Right.
Well, now that happens, so winter comes, it's going to be harder to get lettuce. You're going to be harder to basically get summer fruits.
Right, and the thing is, lettuce is not something you can buy and freeze. You basically,
right.
you know, when you think about
lettuce
it,
doesn't freeze.
You can't freeze lettuce. So even if you bought it now or you grew it now, so you better enjoy as much lettuce and salad as you can now.
But we get a lot of lettuce from Mexico and spinach.
Right. Well, spinach you can freeze. You can definitely grow or buy spinach now and freeze it.
But still, you're not going to freeze enough to last through a whole winter. So, because again, South America, when it's a winter here, it's summer there. So we get fruit. So again, if the tariffs continue through, that's what you're going to start experiencing. So it's going to be a little bit of a variety, and so we'll see.
Those is packs. I mean, normally this time of year they would be busy anyway because people, are getting their yards ready and hosting season for the spring and summer. But it's at a whole nother level. So we're gonna take a look. If you're planning to start a garden or planning to start growing your produce and you're not a seasoned gardener, just go take a look at the prices, look at all the items that you might be thinking about or be inspired by. Are you gonna need dirt? Are you gonna buy seeds? Are you gonna buy flowers? Are you gonna buy, full-grown plants? Do you need mesh to screen in the items that you're growing, especially if you have like rodents or, not rodents, but like squirrels or pests that will eat the stuff? So yeah, let's go take a look.
I know. I'll get another card.
Lilies, beautiful lilies. These are like Easter lilies. Actually, they are called properly Oriental lilies. How can I forget? Oriental lilies. But again, we are here for food. We're here for food. Although it's nice to admire all of this. We still have a lemon that has been surviving for a couple of years now.
Yeah, we got
Wow, so like this lemon is $29.
Yeah, the price is
Wow, look, you see my hand, right? This is not big. But they will grow and last for years if you take care of them. Mandevilla. These crawl and climb. They're so beautiful if you have like a trellis. And then hibiscus. I've managed to keep our hibiscus alive for a couple of years now. Please bear with me. I said I'm here for food, but I can't help look at all the other plants. Okay, let's go over to herbs. Many Nigerians can't pronounce their H's. H's, they can't pronounce H. All right, so what do we got, Boo?
Well, you got a good deal here, 5 for 10.
That's a good deal?
Yeah, $2.
5 for $10. Okay. We're talking this size, see? So this is cucumber. Cucumber would be good to have for the summer. Think about all the salads.
Maybe we should get some.
Yeah.
It ends 5.7.
Oh, okay. Jalapenos. It says $3.33 each, but if you get five, any of these, $10. Parsley. You know, we don't really cook with parsley, but I'm sure parsley is good for you. Dill. If you like salmon and cream cheese and sandwiches, dill. Or if you're cooking fish. Cucumbers, basil. Yeah, these are all basil up here. Fragrant. Looking for mint. Yeah, mint grows really well. Mint here. So I guess literally if we do the math, if we bought at least 20, 30 plants, that's still really good, right? My math wasn't mathing. Bottom line is it's $2 per plant. So if we bought 30 plants, it would be $60.
Yeah.
Now let's see the bigger plants. Like obviously I didn't see any tomatoes here.
Right.
Oh wait, this is a tomato. See, I can recognize it. All right, so they do have a few tomatoes, but you see most of them are gone. These look kind of sad. They need some water.
Everything needs a little water.
Yeah, everything needs a little
yesterday's rain,
water.
it would have, right? That's,
Yeah.
Well,
Well, maybe because it was under. Yeah, well, maybe it was out and they just shoved this in here.
well, these are 5 for 10.
Yeah, that's really good. Oh, here's the bigger ones. Oh my God, the sun really got them.
Yeah, Kareem, you want to grab a cart over there? There's a cart around the corner.
Garden sage. I don't know really sage. What do we use sage for? Or maybe we get it in a powder or something?
Yeah.
I mean, that's another thought. You can buy these plants or grow them and then you freeze dry them, or not freeze dry them. They dry them through, the round thing, the dehydrator. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
You put them through a dehydrator and you dry them. Or you can put it in the oven on low and then dry it and then powder it. And that's how they sell it to you. But yeah, they have a lot of basil over here. A lot of basil. These ones are a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, 'cause they're
$6
bigger.
per pot.
Yeah.
Right, the pot. These are a little. I think this is probably a good size instead of the tiny ones. If you don't have the time, You don't need to get like this big one. Look at this one's $10.
But these grow so fast.
Right. When they grow so fast, then they taste kind of.
But that's not what I'm saying. Is that the small one's fine because they grow so fast.
Yeah, and if you let them grow too long, then I don't know, the taste is kind of not so nice. They taste soapy, like they taste like detergent to me.
When they mature,
Right, when they're too old.
Yeah.
More basil. Oh, here are all the tomatoes. All right, let me think of 10 things you can do with tomatoes. You can make stews. Obviously, you can make stews with tomatoes. You can make salad with tomatoes. You can make salsa. Well, I guess it's a type of salad, but salsa, a regular salad, a tomato salad, a tomato soup, tomato stew, fried tomatoes, especially people who eat green tomatoes here in the South. All right, they've got so many different types of tomatoes. Oh, wait, let me list. Yellow pear, Beta Bush, German Johnson, Cherokee Purple, Park's Whopper Improved, Big Beef. Oh, forgot, burgers.
Yeah.
Burgers. Yellow Pear Tomato Cherry, Bonnie Original, Better Boy. My goodness, I didn't even know Celebrity. I didn't know they had that many.
It's probably different flavors.
Yeah, different flavors, different colors. Different sizes. Superboy, too sweet. Ooh, that's gone. So clearly people like that.
That's for salads and stuff, cherry tomatoes.
Yeah. So I think, you know what? Cherry tomatoes would be nice, plus whatever regular tomatoes if you had the big beef for burgers. Let's see. Cherokee Purple. I used to love the leaves, smelling the leaves of tomatoes. Yeah, it's very nostalgic. It makes me think of childhood. Childhood in Nigeria. Because obviously we had a garden. My parents always gardened. Oh, look, they have actually a picture with all of, well, these are all the herbs. I guess, and the prices with the sizes.
Yeah.
So I think, well, this size tomatoes would not be bad, even though I was thinking about a bigger.
But these grow so fast. That's why it's smarter to get them. They're small, but they grow fast. You don't, you know, it's because the price point is start doubling.
With tomatoes, you got to put them in the cage, like those cages, which we have.
We have
because I'm afraid also that the squirrels will get them.
Right.
What's this? Oh, rosemary. Yeah, rosemary is also good to protect against the bugs.
Right.
And rosemary is good with lamb and fish. And they grow pretty quickly too.
Yeah.
And potatoes, roasted potatoes. Now, if you have the budget, or if you want to, you can get it this big size. This is $20. So, yeah. And this comes, I guess, already in this built-in cage, or they will probably grow past this. And if it does, I think you should probably repot it into a bigger pot with more dirt so it can last longer. What is this? Oregano. And what is this? Oh, this is thyme. This is a different type of thyme. So pretty. Can you imagine this as garnish? This is beautiful. I just love the tiny, dainty leaves. You know what? Let's see if it even smells the same way as regular. So you can make tea with this. Oh, okay. Yeah, it smells just like thyme. Want to smell it? Zucchini, squash. Oh, that's good too. Oh, watermelon. Look at my father's interest here. Watermelon. How much? $4.95 a pot. Wow, $5. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. But if they work out, It could be a sweet summer, no pun intended. Look at these hibiscus. They almost look fake. They almost look fake. I gotta come up close. Beautiful. Kareem, don't these look fake? $24.98 for the big pot. Not this color. I have them in plain red. But look at how this has got the yellow at the edges. I don't have any yellow hibiscus or yellow and red. It's bioengineered. Could be. I don't know. Could be. If you don't have these cages, get these if you're getting tomatoes.
The cage offers support as the tomato plant grows tall and bears heavy fruit.
Oh, I didn't even look at the soil. Yep, we're gonna need some all-purpose, what is this, plant food. Yeah, we're gonna need some all-purpose plant food. If we don't have it, I don't know. But I wanted some garden soil. Can you imagine? I always say this every summer whenever we're in these places. I have never thought about buying dirt until I was in America. Like, the idea of buying dirt, God's dirt for sale, is crazy to me. But keep in mind, these have like other things in them sometimes, like this potting mix, depending on what you're growing. And if you don't have a garden or dirt, and you just want to put them in pots, that's a good idea, right?
Even if you don't have a large yard, you literally can make a container garden out of anything. Plastic containers, raised garden beds. You don't need a lot of space. Plastic bins. I mean, you just have to be creative just to start this garden. So not having a large yard is not an excuse for not planting. In fact, some plants actually do better in large buckets than they do in just wide open space. We do have some raised beds, so I'm really looking forward to growing our own tomatoes because again, everything is going to be that much more expensive. And we use onions, peppers, and tomatoes literally every day. So why not grow them ourselves and save some money, right?
Like, look at this idea here. You could just get a small barrel, raised barrel, and buy some dirt and put your plants in it. If you have a small deck, or even if you have a room that's super sunny, you don't have to have a big yard. Have lettuce. Like, this seems like this would be delicious. 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 Okay, here's some peppers. And just like the tomatoes, they have different versions. Bonnie green bell pepper, purple pepper, giant Marconi pepper, spicy Jane pepper. As many things as you can do with tomatoes is as many things you can do with peppers. So we'll definitely be coming for the peppers as well. Serrano pepper. A little bit of wind coming in. Ooh, that looks spicy. The chili de arbor. Sweet yellow bell peppers. Unleash your inner chef. Saying I've never in my life grown strawberries. Maybe this is a year to try. It is? Yeah, it is.
You got the little flowers, is what the berries.
Right. Strawberries for strawberry pie, strawberry ice cream, fresh strawberries, strawberry tea. Okay, folks, hope you were inspired. Go start your garden. Go start your garden. Take this as your sign. And have a wonderful weekend. But we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll have another video for you because I never shared the Easter video. A lot of nice food shopping and cooking and hanging out with Nana. think, was she dressed up? You know she's always dressed up. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.